Hello everybody, this is Dr. Jeffrey from Perceptive Health. Today I want to talk a little about something that we experience a lot in the clinical setting, and that is brain fogginess. And where this could be coming from, there's a variety of reasons. It's kind of a complex thing, but one area I see it coming from a lot of times is gut health. Because I work with a lot of people with this symptom of brain fog, and not just little brain fog, but quite profound brain fog, and especially associated with gas and bloating, and the use of probiotics, and also a condition we treat quite a bit in our office called small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. We call that also SIBO, and very, very specifically a methogenic or methane producing SIBO. So what they found, and it's very interesting, that this bacterial overgrowth in people with brain fog or overwhelm symptoms or anxiety often had a methogenic SIBO, where they're producing way too much methane gas, and that is contributing, and that's being absorbed into their bloodstream and and that's the proposed mechanism that is contributing to the brain fog and the feeling of fogginess. Many of these people with methane induced with methane levels, methane SIBO we call it, and that's a type of bacterial overgrowth that is producing too much methane gas. The other type is a hydrogen SIBO, and that is producing too much hydrogen gas. And then there's also a mixture, and so we want to know what it is. That's why we run a bacterial overgrowth test, a lactulose breath test they specifically called, to be able to determine which type of bacterial overgrowth it is, and then if it is a methogenic, we have specific protocols for that. And so it's neat to see this in the literature, because it's something we see a lot in clinic, and sometimes when we see things clinically, we don't always have the research that's out there. But this is really interesting, and they were finding that it also led to the lactic acid being high in the blood. So not ammonia levels, not just the methane. So there's likely other mechanisms that these bacteria in our gut are producing substances that are at excessively high levels, that are absorbing into our blood and causing the brain fog and the concentration problems, to the point where some people, they may have difficulties reading, or their memory may feel like their memory or their concentration is completely off. So this was really interesting, because one of the things with bacterial overgrowth is that it is too much bacteria, and especially in the small intestine, whereas we want our bacteria to be mostly in the large intestine. So many patients characteristically will have reactions to probiotics. So this was the one intervention that they did in this kind of research article, was that they took people off of the probiotics and put them on an antibiotic, and that cleared up their brain fog with these people with gas and bloating, distension, and symptoms of this methane induced small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So pretty interesting stuff coming out, and just showing you the connection between our gut and our brain. It is profound, it is strong, and it is there. And it's something that we're not, that we do in our office to really, really help support the brain, as well as also, supporting the brain for better gut health. So they're intrinsically connected through many different mechanisms that we'll discuss in future videos. But just wanted to share that. That was just something fun that I found, kind of interesting that I found recently. Again, how these bacterial overgrowths could be producing something like brain fog. All right, thanks everyone.